Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is April the 16th, 2018. Strong hand. This is where the big boys play. Offended by selling. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. Unconfiscatable. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. Deferral of gratification. Don't FOMO on altcoins. Okay, everyone. Remember, check out This Week in Bitcoin on Friday. And Bitcoin Rabbi was on the show on Saturday, and you can check out that below too. But on Friday, we had Juan, Galt, BTC Benny, and Bitcoin Tina were on the show. You can check that out, disruptmeister.com or techbalt.com. Follow me on Twitter at TECHBALT. Now, in the comment section yesterday, CP left a very nice comment, and I left a reply, and I want to discuss it. I'm excited for all us Bitcoin holders, but I cannot wait to see you living the life post-2020. You deserve great things. And I said, thanks. And thanks. That was a very nice thing to say. I won't be close to being satisfied until 210,000 blocks after the December 2017 all-time fiat high. That should be around November of 2021. So, yeah, I've always talked about, the earliest I'd ever sell my Bitcoin is any Bitcoin for fiat would be after the 2020 halving. Well, no, I can't say that any longer. I just can't. I can't because I'm not selling any of my Bitcoin in the year 2020. I'm just not. I gotta wait until 2021. I gotta wait until 210,000 blocks after the previous all-time high. I have to see if this 210,000 block theory is true, and that and it will probably be in November of 2021. Will be 210,000 blocks after the December 2017 all-time high, and if it's worth more, then I'm gonna be busting through the roof. Now, it is theoretically possible that I guess before then it'll become blatantly obvious that by November of 2021 the price will be higher in terms of fiat than it was in December of 2017. So maybe I'll alter my. I don't know, what would I even want? What do I want to buy? I don't even know. So no. Again, you guys can all make up your own decisions on this. But I want to see how this whole 210,000 theory, 210,000 block theory plays out in regard to the previous all-time high we experienced in terms of fiat in December of 2017, and we're not going to know that until November of 2021. So some of you might be really, I can't make predictions on what the fiat price is going to be, but some of you might be in situations right after the halving where you're doing really well fiat wise and you're going to sell some. That's your personal business again. But if in November of 2021, it's higher than in December of 2017, then the pattern continues, and it'll make my hand even stronger. Like, ooh, what's it going to be in 2025? How many do I really need to sell to live anyway? So, I'm going to try to hold on as much as possible for as long as possible, because God, just imagine if it's actually worth like in the 6 digits at some point in 2021. Then you're gonna start thinking, well, can it really get to 7 digits? Can it get to $500,000? Who knows? But anyway, let's take it one day at a time. The future is obviously bright. Value your time in halvings, and for those of you with weekends, though, your first step should be live past the 2020 halving. That should be your first step. Then you can build up to 210,000 blocks after the previous all-time high. How about that? Pound that like button. But Josh Kohout said 210,000 strong hand. Appreciate you, Adam. Well, Josh, I appreciate the $1.99 in support and all the support you've always given me, and our talks over DM on Twitter and everybody out there. It's always fun to talk to everyone over the internet. And by the way, I went to sleep at about, I think, 2:00 last night, and I had to get up at about 6 today. So I did not check out my laptop until 8 p.m. today. So that was good. I was in the real world. I checked the price on another computer. I did check the prices sometime. I admit that, but I really stayed out of crypto most of the day. But tomorrow, that won't be happening because Andy Hoffman will be on the show at 4:15 p.m. New York time tomorrow. So tune in then. Tune in then. All right. So I hope I made everybody's hand a little stronger talking. I don't like to talk fiat prices at all. You got to value your wealth in Bitcoin. Try to keep on getting more Bitcoin. And then you'll see what's going on in November of 2021 or July of 2020, whenever you want to decide. But again, why would you want to get rid of most? I would want to hang on to most of it. The great majority of it, if I'm comfortable, and my family is comfortable, and we have a new all-time high, or if the all-time high is definitely surpassed in November 2021, I'm going to want to keep on rolling the dice, not rolling, that's gambling. No, I'm going to keep on hanging on to it because, what will 2025 bring? And 4 years can go by so fast. It doesn't feel like 2015 was that long ago. In a certain respect, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. And in other ways, yeah, it does. It feels like it, but it wasn't that long ago. The world has changed a lot since 2015, but it's not that long. It's not that long. It's a deferral gratification. People, in this game, you got to be able to take 4 years easy. You got to be able to hang on to your stash for at least 4 years. That's what I think we're going to learn from this 210,000 block theory. All right. So another announcement besides that, Andy Hoffman going to be on the show on tomorrow at 4:15 p.m. Please tune. We'll talk some Mimble Wimble. We'll talk everything. I ask him. You can tell me what to ask him. You can leave. You can tell in the chat tomorrow. You can say things to ask Andy. We'll try to address them. But Friday at 2:30 p.m. New York time is This Week in Bitcoin. It's right before Passover starts. We're going to have Zach Vole be on the show. Jeff Vandrew Jr. He's been on the show before. He'll be on the show again. And a new guy, Tony Sanak, will be on the show. I linked to Tony's Twitter below so you can get familiar with him. He does some videos. He gives technical advice. I talked about the Raspberry Pi thing that he did. There was a video about that I linked to the other day. Check him out. He should be a very interesting guest. Friday, This Week in Bitcoin. Tune in on this very channel. We do a new show here every day, but this coming Saturday, there will be no show because it will be the second night of Passover, and that is one of the 2 days of the year I take off. Second night of Passover, and then the second day of Rosh Hashanah also, which will be in September or October. But we're getting in a show right before Passover starts on Friday. Moving on, a tweet from yesterday I was thinking about when I was running today. I'm going to repeat it. It's by Alistair Milne. Should coin founders / developers / leaders be afraid of being delisted? Absolutely. And again, for me, this reminded me of the glory of Bitcoin because there is no centralized authority that can speak insanity and get Bitcoin into trouble. And but it made me think about Fluffy Pony. And it brought me back to some events, I believe they were either in 2016 or 2017, or maybe one was when Fluffy Pony appeared on Tone Base's Crypto Scam show and just went off on Dash. That was the Dash guest, was Fluffy Pony. And I didn't think it was that great of an idea, because it painted Monero in a certain light. But worse than that was when Fluffy Pony said he was going to have a big announcement, and then the announcement was just a total joke, and the price of Monero had gone up and then it went down. Oh my God, it was, and people were really angry. Now, again, is this comparable to what has been going on lately with another altcoin? It's not on the same level. Obviously, it's not done out of someone being a psychopath or a sociopath. Fluffy Pony has a certain personality, but again, he is the face behind Monero. There's no doubt about that. So he's in fact a weak point in the Monero ecosystem. I mean, he might be a great guy or whatever, but when he does things like that, you can get delisted. Who knows what can happen? And Bitcoin does not have that. So I was reminded of that when I was running today, and I was thinking about that tweet from yesterday. And again, it's not the same thing that's been going on with the other situation, but it does bring back memories. And there are a lot of other fluffy ponies out there. There are a lot of other guys behind coins that are associated with coins, and they make one mistake, or they go insane for a second. It can really cause some problems for their altcoins, and it just shows when we're talking about the decentralization of Bitcoin. They all can claim to have a certain level of decentralization, but they cannot claim the same level of decentralization that Bitcoin has, because Bitcoin does not have a fluffy pony. Bitcoin does not have a Satoshi Light. My buddy Charlie Lee. No, and Charlie's a great guy too, but he could make a mistake one day. I mean, he's associated with that. I don't even know what that thing is called that Litecoin tried to partner up with or whatever. Token Pay again. So that can't happen with Bitcoin. That can't happen with Bitcoin. But again, to compare the Fluffy Pony and is a totally different beast than Charlie Lee. Stressing the word beast there. All right, pound that like button. So moving on, Robert Gross left a very interesting comment. And have you guys been around long enough to even remember those two situations with Fluffy Pony? I don't think most people in the Bitcoin space, in the crypto space, in the altcoin space, they have no idea what I'm even talking about with that. When Fluffy Pony was on Tone Show talking about Dash, or when he made that announcement that wasn't even an announcement, that Monero went down in terms of fiat and in terms of Bitcoin. I just show. I mean, welcome newbies. It's always good to get new blood into the space, and I'm glad I have the archives at disruptmeister.com. You can watch the old shows where I talked about these things. I should have found those shows where I talked about the Fluffy Pony and his antics. So Robert Gross said this in my comment section, and it's an interesting theory. Just a thought. We got about 10% on Bcash, 2.5% on Bgold, 7% on Rhodium or whatever. At the time, Bitcoin inflation was 4%. I wonder what effect airdrops will have going forward as Bitcoin inflation drops, especially as airdrop participation increases. At some point, the dumping of airdrops alone will exceed annual inflation. You would expect Bcash to have consumed all Bitcoin inflation, but not everyone claimed it. Not everybody sold it. In a world where airdrops are a matter of course, and there is mass participation from the very start, there is a possibility they could consume all new Bitcoin supply. Might future airdrops be as impactful or more so than halvings? Okay. Now you're making a really big assumption there, a very big assumption there, that when everybody gets their airdrop coin, whether it be Mimblewimble coin, Rhodium, or a crypto-dividend like Bcash, that they turn it into Bitcoin, because not everybody does that. Not everybody does that at all. They might turn it into another altcoin. They might turn it into fiat. So, and there comes a point in theory, when people won't give up Bitcoin for these airdrops. In theory, they shouldn't. Why would anyone pay for something they get for free? I haven't said that in a long time. It's like with people saying to buy Steam. Why buy it when you get it for free? Why? It just amazes me. And again, with the Mimblewimble coin, we're all going to get it for free. And then by fall, people will be like, how can I buy Mimblewimble coin? Why are you buying it? You could have gotten it for free. So your theory is very interesting. And so, people do buy things that they get for free. So in theory, people will keep on buying every single airdrop will give people even minute amounts of Bitcoin for these airdrops, is still giving away precious Bitcoin for these airdrops. So there's only so much new Bitcoin being produced after the 2020 halving. Should be interesting. It should be interesting if people are still willing to give up their Bitcoin then. And we as holders, if we're still getting our airdrops and our crypto dividends, and we're turning them into, we should be definitely turning them into Bitcoin. We should be definitely turning them into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will be a lot scarcer. And there'll be a lot less new Bitcoin produced. And if the airdrops keep on eating up more and more Bitcoin, that's great. That's great for the people who get them for free. It's not good for the people who are giving up their precious Bitcoin for these airdrops. But hey, people are going to do what they're going to do. But again, your theory, some people who get these airdrops will be giving up their crypto dividends for fiat, for other crypto dividends, for who knows what. I don't know. I don't know why. All right. So interesting theory. You guys review it. Tell me what you think. It's below 2 days ago's videos, or just play this at 2x. Again, play all my shows at 2x, but you can review what I just said and think about it. All right. Matt Odell has a tweet. Upcoming hardware wallet integration for Wasabiwallet is a really big deal. Will make using Bitcoin privately easier than ever before. Well, it's not. It's coming up with OpenDime, but apparently they're going to work on it for the other classic hardware wallets also. So yeah, when it's when there's Trezor integration, or what's the other one? The other ones I have. Bitbox and Ledger, when those are integrated into it, and I actually have I have an OpenDime too. But when it's integrated with the other ones, I guess I'm gonna have to try out this Wasabiwallet. Maybe I have no excuse now because I've got the OpenDime also to play around with. But the Wasabiwallet apparently privatizes everything for you, or sort of does, and Matt Odell often talks about it. And if it's integrated with your hardware wallet, then I encourage everyone to keep their Bitcoin on hardware wallets. So why not see what this is all about when the integration comes to your hardware wallet? Or maybe I should at least play around a little bit in the future. All right, so that's good that that integration is being worked upon. Something else that I saw mentioned in a couple places, from the Amazon of Japan. It's called Rakuten. It's like the Amazon.com of Japan. Here it is. What's it say here? Japan, Rakuten Bank now allows millions of customers to buy crypto. Well, okay, it's not exactly the case. Apparently, well, first of all, Rakuten is like Amazon, but you can open an account there, and eventually they're going to have an exchange. They're going to have a cryptocurrency exchange through this company. And in June, apparently, its customers will be able to buy crypto. I think now you can set up your account. Hey, this is good stuff, though. Okay, imagine if Amazon.com opened up an exchange, a crypto exchange. That would be great. That would be great. So again, I still think Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is centered around the United States. I know a lot is going on in Japan. So it would be great if Japan really surpassed the United States in crypto adoption and crypto usage. I mean, I've heard a lot of good stuff, and this is some good stuff too. But again, it's just I've traveled around a lot, and and then I see some of these numbers on exchanges the real exchanges are all seem to be U.S. regulated or U.S. based. So, hey, but good luck. That is news. That is positive news. It's just a matter of time before, one day somebody like Amazon in the United States will open an exchange, and that'll be big. That'll be great. So if it's really this big in Japan, if Rakuten is really the Amazon of Japan and they really get rolling with this, then great. Finally, I learned about something called Lightning Scratchcard. Lightningscratchcard.io. I link to it below. It says, enter Lightning Scratchcard. Content writers write an article and publish it. It starts as totally hidden. Users can contribute tiny amounts to scratch some letters. Once a letter is scratched, it is revealed to everybody. Money goes to content writer. Write content. Get paid in Bitcoin. Readers can contribute as little as 1 Satoshi to reveal 1 letter. And again, the money goes to the content writer. And if you go to the site, they have some posts there. So this is a very interesting use case of the Lightning Network, okay? You write an article. It's totally hidden. And people pay Satoshis to reveal different parts of the article. Now, we've seen this done with pictures before, but now we're seeing it done with articles. So, and maybe this can get a little bit more complex. I see this as the base layer of something big. And it seems like a very simple concept, but a good concept in a way for all. So right now, if you're writing articles, go over there, post your article over there, see what happens. Maybe someone will start paying Satoshis to reveal parts of your articles. And I guess the idea is that a few people will pay some Satoshis here, there, and then eventually someone will find it and say like, oh, wow, this seems like a really interesting article. I got to pay for the whole thing. I'm going to pay for the whole thing now, and the whole thing will be revealed. So it's an interesting concept. The guy is in motion. Very good dude. He's a French guy who lives in Southeast Asia somewhere. I forgot now. I don't want to, maybe Thailand. But check it out below. Lightningscratchcard.io. It's linked to below. Be in motion, people. Pound that like button. Bang that bell button. I'm Adam Meister, Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back pretty soon, 4:15 p.m. New York time. Click on those squares to see the old shows that I recently did. And I will say hi to everybody in the chat. Bye-bye.